here in just a little bit. Your news starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is WTWO News at 11.
New guidelines out of Valley School Corporation has parents bugging out over head lice. We'll tell you why.
I'm looking for this probably to be the biggest two-day event in Terre Haute history.
And a highly anticipated event is getting ready to take flight in the Wabash Valley. We'll check in on preparations for the show coming up.
My wife and I were leaving the game, and a lady we passed on the street, she said, "You look like Dundee."
Plus, an Indianapolis man is making Hoosiers do a double take when walking down the street. A look at this celebrity look-alike coming up. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Our News at 11. I'm Mike Tank. The first day of school in Vigo County is over, and with it, the first day for a new policy. The new approach allows students with head lice to stay in class instead of being sent home. Taylor Williams looked into the policy and found out what parents are saying about it. She's here with tonight's top story. What do they have to say, Taylor?
Yeah, Mike, the policy was just released this morning, and it has parents scratching their heads over the policy. The more relaxed approach will allow children with live bed bugs in their hair to stay in the classroom. We put up a poll on Facebook to kind of gauge what public opinion is. At last check, more than 60 viewers said they are for the new policy, and an overwhelming majority, over 800, say they are against it. School nurses are no longer sending home the dreaded lice note with students and sending them home. Now, the new policy says that the policy will help kids stay in the classroom and shield the children from lice from embarrassment and protect their privacy. Those against the new policy say that if the student has head lice, they should be removed and have the problem taken care of so the bugs do not spread. However, if a student repeatedly has head lice, the school nurse does have the authority to exclude a child. We attempted to reach out to school officials, but have not received a response yet. We're going to follow up tomorrow and hope to hear from them then. If you would like to weigh in, we will still have our poll up on Facebook.
Taylor, I'm curious, so for those who don't know, can head lice have a negative impact on a child's health? And what group is the most commonly affected by this?
Yeah, it's not really a health hazard or a sign of poor hygiene. And according to the CDC, ages 3 to 11 are more likely to get head lice. All
right, thank you very much, Taylor, for that report. Question, why didn't the student cross the road? It's not a joke. In fact, it's a serious matter. If drivers don't obey the signs, the lights, and speed limits when students are trying to cross the road, it can be a real safety issue for schools. And one place of concern is at Fuqua Elementary on Margaret Avenue. Every morning and afternoon, traffic lights blink red, the speed limit drops to 20 miles per hour, and crossing guards are stationed at the crosswalks. However, there are drivers who ignore these warning signs, and those drivers can create a very dangerous, even fatal situation for young students. That's why THPD Chief John Plassey says it's just common sense to always stay alert and avoid distractions while driving.
You should be aware of your surroundings. Don't do anything to distract that. You know, obviously texting, being on your phone, changing the radio. Just a lot of things take your eyes off the road just for a second when a kid could run out, and the results could be devastating.
Earlier today, we wanted to see just how bad this situation can be for students. In the course of over an hour, THPD pulled over 5 different drivers who were caught speeding through the crosswalk. Scammers are hitting the Wabash Valley yet again. Officials with the Vigo County Sheriff's Office are seeing a huge spike in calls from residents who have received scam calls. Now they're urging folks to remain alert. Officials say these calls come from various numbers. Often the scammers claim to be from the IRS, the FBI, or from United Healthcare. These callers target unsuspecting victims and demand funds to avoid being arrested. In other cases, they ask for Social Security numbers for insurance purposes. In fact, a lot of these numbers appear to have local area code numbers, which can be very misleading. People are encouraged to ignore these calls and never give out personal information. If you are being harassed by scammers, you can report them to the Triad Scam Hotline. That number is 812-231-1430. Tonight, 2 Florida men are behind bars in an Indiana jail cell. This after a routine vehicle inspection turned into a massive drug bust. It happened at around 7:30 this morning near mile marker 41 on Interstate 70 in Putnam County. That's when Indiana State Police pulled over a semi for a routine inspection. The drivers, 33-year-old Jorge Blanco Diaz and 44-year-old Aiden Dela Cruz of Florida, say they were hauling a load of fresh lettuce from Colorado to Florida. Upon further investigation, and troopers found not only lettuce, but also 260 pounds of hydroponic marijuana concealed within the lettuce. Narcotics investigators say the street value of an amount this size is estimated to be $1 million. Both men were arrested and are currently being held in the Putnam County Jail. They each face felony charges of dealing marijuana. New developments this evening in the murder investigation of Alice Anita Oswald, as police have arrested another suspect. Terre Haute police arrested Carl Ross on charges of obstruction of justice and assisting a criminal. Police charged that he helped Kenneth Pitts Jr. with transportation before Pitts was arrested. Pitts is accused of murdering Oswald in November of last year. He then allegedly set her house on fire. Oswald's body was found a few months later inside her car, which was submerged in a pond in southeastern Vigo County. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing and more arrests could be made. Tonight, we're taking a look at what's making headlines across the great state of Indiana. We begin our coverage in Plainfield, where police are learning new developments in a death investigation. Investigators have identified the victims as Judy and Craig Herron. On Tuesday night, the married couple were found dead in their apartment. Police believe it was a murder-suicide involving a firearm. However, investigators say at this time they are unable to determine who pulled the trigger. Officials say this isn't the first time they've been called to the couple's home.
We've been out at the residence. It wasn't a domestic violence situation, so there wasn't like this long history of domestic violence.
An autopsy is being performed by the Hendricks County coroner. Officials say results are expected to be released in a few days. In addition, toxicology results should be released in a few months. Randolph County, Indiana is the future home of a $300 million wind farm. It's an effort which will bring great opportunity to the Hoosier State. Texas-based energy developer EDP plans to build about 50 more wind turbines for the 200-megawatt wind farm. It's enough to power the equivalent of 52,000 homes every year. It will serve to power Facebook's data center. The new wind farm will create hundreds of jobs during construction and permanent jobs after completion. Project manager Paul Cummins says the design phase is not complete, but he expects construction to start next year. Today, a legislative task force met twice. Members discussed a mission to link all bike trails in the state of Indiana. Question is, who's going to pay for it? The job of the Indiana Bike Trails Task Force is to think of ways to connect the state's current paths and figure out how to pay for it. Today, the group discussed different options to secure funding and included using part of the sales tax that Hoosiers pay for sporting goods. They also debated using part of the state's landfill waste disposal fee. A number of residents aren't thrilled with the idea of paying for the trails out of their own pocket, but lawmakers behind the task force say improving the trails can be good for the Hoosier economy.
We build trails. Property values along those trails increase, and local small businesses flock to those trail corridors. It's a real win-win for communities.
The task force plans to review the ideas with lawmakers on September 26. This is a neat story here. We wrap up our Indiana coverage in Southport. That's where this morning police officers escorted the 6-year-old son of a fallen officer to school. The officers drove Aaron Allen Jr., his mom, and some of his school friends to school. Last year, little Aaron's father, Southport Police Lieutenant Aaron Allen, walked him to the bus for his first day of kindergarten. Hours later, he was killed in the line of duty while responding to a crash involving an overturned vehicle. Allen's wife, Stacy, started a campaign called First Day Hero. It encourages parents to spend time with their children on the first day of school by walking with them. Neat story. The excitement is building. Many people are getting ready for the biggest event of the year in the Valley. Yes, the Terre Haute Air Show is just around the corner. Coming up, we'll tell you how preparations are in full swing for the big show. Then the Terre Haute Rex look to punch a ticket to the Prospect League Championship Series as they try to take 2 from Danville tonight. Highlights of this winner-take-all Game 3 in just a few.
You're watching WTWO News at 11 with Mike Tech, Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker, and Sports Director Grant Pugh.
Hey, it's Kevin from the Mix Morning Show. Get all your local news and weather from WTWO right here on 100.7 Mix FM.
Dum 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 dum.
Where are they coming from? Ian, they're everywhere. Oh, God.
Don't let pests take over your home. Action Pest Control can help. Take action and get action. Action Pest Control.
Good morning, Bob.
Where are you at?
I'm at the demo house.
Impossible. I'm at the demo house.
This is what can happen if you buy the wrong mattress.
You are? Oh boy.
So, buy the right mattress. Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Ah, another truckload of Toyotas. What a sight.
Yeah, during Toyota's national clearance event, we've got the last of the 2018. And super low APR financing.
Maybe that's why they go so fast.
Okay, that's got to be a record.
Right now at Toyota's national clearance event, you can get incredible deals on the last of the 2018s. Offers end September 4th. To learn more about all our great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2018s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
WTWO is brought to you by Realtor Dave Cash, specializing in investment, lease, and commercial development. Experience means cash. WTWO News at 11 continues.
Are you ready? Are you excited for what some are calling one of the biggest events to hit the Valley in quite a while? Yes, we're just a few days away from the Terre Haute Air Show, but many people are hard at work preparing for the show. Already, 1,500 posts have been installed to hold a 3-mile-long fence. Some tents are being set up to hold a variety of vendors. And get this, 40,000 tickets have been sold for the show. Officials anticipate that 60,000 visitors will be at the airport next weekend, some flying in from all over the U.S. Officials with the Terre Haute Convention and Visitors Bureau say next weekend's event will likely bring in close to $15 million. VIP tickets for the event are already sold out. Tickets cost $20 at the gate or $15 if you buy them online. Well, don't forget, you can help us clear the shelters this Saturday. WTWO is partnering with local animal shelters to get as many animals adopted as possible. We'll be broadcasting live, yes, live and in color, Saturday from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at Pet Supplies Plus on State Road 46. Great store. Check that out if you haven't been out there. Check out our website, too, mywabashvalley.com for a list of participating shelters. Lots of good people trying to do lots of good things for all those four-legged friends of ours.
Trying to find them some good homes.
And I know you've already helped with that a little bit.
Doing some stuff over in Clay County.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That's a nice facility.
It is a nice area
and
out
nice
there.
People.
Yeah. Nice people.
And
That's
nice
right.
pets.
And I think the weather's going to mostly cooperate.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Tonight, though, things look pretty good. Satellite and radar shows most everything moving out. Skies are clearing, but how long can it stay that way? We'll talk about that and more coming up in just a couple minutes.
Keeping America safe means securing our borders.
A strong nation must have strong borders.
But some liberals in Congress want to abolish immigration and customs enforcement. And after pledging to oppose amnesty and secure our border, Senator Joe Donnelly instead voted to grant amnesty to millions of illegal immigrants. And Donnelly has waffled on supporting Trump's border wall. Tell Senator Donnelly, vote to fully secure America's border.
The Stock Market Report on WTWO is brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust.
the roofing materials you need fast. We manufacture our Forever Steel right here in Terre Haute, which means we can offer you same-day pickup or 24-hour delivery right to your site. Hey DIYers, need to build a carport, man cave, or reskin that old barn? Then call Forever Roof and get your weekend project started today. Get the right look with Forever Roof. Call 812-233-8000 or go to foreverroof.com.
Businesses across the Wabash Valley are getting local.
Hi, I'm Tom Blackburn, the man with the bike. Every year, I see too many fellow riders injured because someone turns left or pulls out into an intersection in front of them. Accidents that are avoidable if someone had just looked carefully before pulling out. I always say, look once for a car and twice for a motorcycle. That extra second can save a life. Please look twice.
Experienced, aggressive, and tough. Call Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people, committed to be the best.
It's clearance time at Thompson's Honda. It's clearance time. Save on used cars, certified pre-owned Hondas, everything, and I mean everything is clearance price. Now at Thompson's Honda, first in Ohio.
Welcome to tonight's Hoosier Lottery Daily 3 and Daily 4 drawing. I'm Shazay Smith. In fiscal year 2017, the Hoosier Lottery contributed over $288 million to good causes, including more than $228 million to the Build Indiana Fund. Now, good luck, and let's play Daily 3. Tonight's first number is 9, followed by 4. Our third number tonight is 9. Your winning numbers tonight are 949. Now, let's play Daily 4. Tonight's first number is 5, followed by 2. Our third winning number tonight is 2. And finally, 3. Those winning numbers, 5, 2, 2, 3. Super Bowl 5. Good luck.
Your Weather Authority brought to you by Dorset Mitsubishi. Come in and test drive the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. Now, your local Weather Authority with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker.
Welcome back, everybody. We are watching a hurricane, not in the Atlantic Ocean, but in the Pacific. Here's the Hawaiian Islands. There's the Big Island. Passing to the south, you can see the eye showing up pretty well here. This is Hector. Its name is Hector. Just kind of brushing the Hawaiian Islands with the outer band, so the worst of it's staying south. But here it is, Hurricane Hector at Category 3. You can see the winds here still over 100 miles per hour. But again, passing south of the islands, it will stay away from the islands, but having a little bit of an impact on them out there right now. Nothing big going on in the Atlantic. We do have a tropical storm named Debbie in the North Atlantic, but it's not impacting any land. The Atlantic basin really has been very quiet this year. 71 has been our low for the day, 86 the daytime high. Those numbers are pretty close to average, and that's really what we're looking at for a while. No rain here. There's been a few scattered showers and storms around, but they've been very widely scattered. Most of you have been staying dry during the evening hours. Sunrise, sunset for tomorrow, just shy of 14 hours of daylight. River Stage and Terre Haute rising a little bit. We don't expect it to rise too much more. Right now, just a little bit over 5 feet. At the airport in Terre Haute, 71, but notice the humidity 90%, and the winds are calm. So probably going to be some areas of fog because over the last 2 or 3 days, we have gotten some decent rainfall in a lot of places, and the winds are calm. The skies are clearing out. Pretty good recipe for at least some fog tonight. Temperatures falling already. We're down to 67 Crawfordsville, 69 in Paris, 72 Bloomington, and still holding on to a 75 in Vincennes. Everybody will be down into the low to mid-60s by tomorrow morning. Here's the deepest moisture moving away from the area, so we're in pretty good shape. You don't see much here. We see some drier air coming in, and way up here is the next system diving southward. We'll have to watch that for late Friday. I think we really get through most all of tomorrow and Friday okay, but late Friday, maybe a little bit of some rain comes with that. Here you can see a lot of the moisture to the south where we got some showers and storms. Locally, just a couple isolated showers and storms move through during the day and the evening. Most of those have ended. Maybe in the far southeast, we have just a little bit. Dorset Automotive Doppler radar looking pretty good, but if you look real close, right down there, we'll zoom in for you. We got one little cell down here coming out of Davies County into Martin County over towards about Shoals, Lagodi area. That is moving off to the east. Other than that, though, everybody looking pretty good, and that won't be long before it's out of our viewing area. So here we go. Over the course of the next 48 hours, couple showers way down southeast early. Tomorrow looks like a good day, some sunshine. Tomorrow night looks good. I think Friday looks good most of the day. But you'll see a few more clouds come in during the day. And then watch what happens towards Friday evening, Friday night. We'll stop the clock for you here about 7:30 or so. May start to see a few thunderstorms in our northern counties Friday evening as a front drops in. And then you'll notice by 11:20 or so, low, maybe a couple showers, storms. So I think late Friday into early Friday night, we may see a few showers and storms along a little front moving into the area. Now, for the weekend, what we're watching is this low pressure. We call this an upper low, or it's cut off from the main jet stream. So watch this. It doesn't move much. Here it is. I put my finger there on Saturday. There's Sunday, and then Monday. It doesn't move a whole lot. So as long as it's nearby, we may have a few of those pesky rain showers for the weekend. Not washout kind of weather, but a few scattered showers that also hold the temperatures down below normal. That'll kick on out of here as we head into early next week, and then another front comes in. Probably later on Wednesday, some showers and storms with that. The heat the next several days will stay to the west. We talk about pretty nice temperatures here. Again, this is for the next week, getting us into the end of next week. And really, when we look even farther than that, looking all the way out to August 18, look at this. Temperatures near normal around here, so we don't see any real hot weather moving in. Forecast tonight, clearing, watch for some fog, 62 the low. As we head into the day tomorrow, some sunshine, warm, but not terrible. 88 for the daytime high. Friday mostly looking good. Could be a late thunderstorm developing by Friday evening. A few scattered showers for the weekend, but overall temperatures nice over the next several days. That's your forecast. Now we'll head over to Grant.
Thank you, Jesse. To win the West for just the second time in team history tonight in Danville. We'll take you up there for highlights, and big things are brewing right here in Farmersburg. North Central looking to make some school history themselves in 2018. Details after a quick timeout.
Hi, I'm Dana Winklefleck. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is celebrating a big birthday. We'll tell you how you can get in on the festivities. Join us on the next WTWO News Today.
Fact is, every insurance company hopes you drive safely. But Allstate helps you with DriveWise. Feedback that helps you drive safer, and that could lower your cost. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
When you jump into life feet first, it can be painful. New Aspercreme with lidocaine foot pain cream relieves aggravated nerves and moisturizes dry skin. 93% saw a visible difference. New Aspercreme with lidocaine foot pain cream. Live feet first.
Do you need a crown for a broken or damaged tooth? Dr. Darlene Hildebrand can get that crown done for you in one appointment. Did you dread that messy impression? Dr. Hildebrand can digitally scan your tooth and build your crown without needing that gaggy impression. Did you anticipate having a strange feeling and looking temporary for about 2 weeks? Dr. Hildebrand can have your permanent beautiful crown cemented in about 2 hours.
Now that's fast. Call 866-SMILE-08 to schedule your single appointment crown today. President.
Please call me Abe.
Welcome to your new home. This is our design center where homeowners can design their own roof.
Yes.
And this is the new showroom.
Wow.
And this is the Oval Office, the place where we provide superior customer service to folks that walk in. You seem to be less than satisfied. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's all very nice. I'm sure this will be a great place for people to purchase a roof that will last a lifetime.
Then what's troubling you?
I was kind of hoping for a White House.
The new showroom at Honest Abe Roofing may not be a White House, but the service you'll receive will be just capital. Come check out our design center, where you can customize your new roof using special satellite software and receive $2,000 off during our grand opening spectacular.
MyWabashValley.com's new menu makes it easier to find what you're looking for. Everything from our interactive weather radar and TV guides to job listings, contests, and lifestyle tips is just a click away. Stay connected with MyWabashValley.com.
Now, WTWO Sports with Sports Director Grant Pugh.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Game 3 of the West Division Championship tonight in the Prospect League. After beating Danville 8-2 in game number 2, Rex just one win away from playing for the Prospect League title. Let's take you to Danville. Adam Polanski was the man tonight. Very strong, getting some help from the defense here. How about a 5-4-3 double play to end the first inning? So far, Polanski has pitched into the 7th. We'll keep you updated on that in just a second. And then in the 2nd, Craig Shepard goes the other way. Lorenzo Elon trots in from 3rd. Rex would grab a 1-0 lead. Now 2-0 for Nelson Munoz, who sends a towering fly ball to left. Takes a while for it to come down. Munoz with plenty of time to tag up and scores rather easily to push the lead to 3-0. To the 4th, how about Zach Milam? He has been key for the Rex all season. Drops that one in front center field there. Craig Shepard with a creative slide around the catcher. That makes it 4-1. The Terre Haute Rex with all the momentum. Then in the 5th, Austin Weiler's turn. Walk-off Weiler for a reason connects. Here comes Robbie Enriquez. Man, he is fast. That score makes it 5-1. We talked about Polanski pitching to the 7th. How about pitching the whole game? The Rex win, and they win the West for just the 2nd time in team history. 7-2 over the Dans tonight. Polanski going the distance, just allowing 2 runs. The boys in blue winning not 1 but just 2 games today. So what does that mean? Well, the Rex will be hosting Game 1 of the Prospect League Championship Series tomorrow night, 7:05 p.m. at Bob Warren Field. Kokomo Jackrabbits have home field, so the Rex will host Game 1. Then they will travel to Kokomo for Games 2 and Games 3 on Saturday and Sunday if necessary. Tomorrow, final game of the season for the Rex Nation at Bob Warren Field. We'll keep you posted to have much more on the Rex win tonight, tomorrow at 6, right here on WTWO. Terre Haute Rex aren't the only team doing big things on the road this Wednesday. About Wayne Newton Post 346 opening up play in the Great Lakes Regional. Tourney happening over in Napoleon, Ohio. And Wayne gets off to a great start of the tourney. They beat Mount Prospect, Illinois with a final score of 5-1 today. Timely hitting and some key pitching, holding Prospect to just 1 run. That's the name of the game for this Legion team. They make it work again. Post 346 will play tomorrow night at 7. Tourney continues this week and this weekend over in Ohio. Now to some football news. High school football teams around the valley getting their first taste of games with scrimmages on Friday night. North Central Thunderbirds have loads of talent coming back from a team that went 10-2 in 2017 before losing to state runner-up Eastern Green. They are gearing up for the new season as well. The Birds returned 20 starters, yes, 20 starters from last year's team, including quarterback Ty Thompson and running back Dawson Basinger. It starts up front as well. They have one of their best offensive and defensive lines in a long time. Not only is this team tough to defend, they look to fly around on defense as well. Head coach Travis Nolting expecting big things from his team in 2018.
These guys have been with us in this program. I've been here since they were little bitty guys, and I've been waiting for this group for a long time. They're a very special group that works very hard, and I think we can do some big things this year.
I think everyone out here who plays football has that fire in their soul. They just come out every day and they love what they do, and I think that's what pushes us to be the best we can.
I think it's the way our mentality is, that we're hard-working people. This is a hard-working town. I think that just carries over to the football field, and that's the way we play.
North Central will scrimmage against Sullivan Friday night in Farmersburg. They will open with West Vigo next Friday, August 17th. To see and hear more from the T-Birds, head to our website, mywabashvalley.com. That's a wrap for sports. We are back after a quick break.
It's the Ford Summer Sales Event, and now is the best time to buy. And check out the all-new EcoSport. Protect those who matter most. And make the summer go right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0% financing for 60 months on a huge selection of SUVs. And for the first time ever, get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 Ford bonus cash on the 2018 EcoSport.
Invisible, invasive, underestimated. Nematodes are stealing over 10% of yields, and current protection methods aren't enough. But a breakthrough seed treatment technology controls nematodes when they attack. Now offering NemaStrike technology. It provides broad spectrum control from the start and stays in the root zone as plants grow. Take back your bushels with NemaStrike technology. Strike where nematodes attack.
Sports on WTWO is brought to you by Silverthorne Auto Group. WTWO News at 11 continues.
Players and staff of the Indianapolis Colts thought they saw a familiar face walking around training camp, but it turns out it's a life-size clone, so to speak, of former coach Tony Dungy. His real name is Mike Bostic, but other people are calling him Cloney Dungy. Brenna Donnelly has the details in this fascinating story.
We're heading down to my basement here in Westfield, and
some people admit to having a man cave, even a
Colts cave that I worked on for months.
But Mike Bostic has a stadium
Tony Dungy's Lucas Oil Stadium
inside his cave.
I mean, you just have to. It's not an ultimate Colts cave if you don't have Lucas Oil.
It's not Legos. It's an actual handmade model. He makes players. His sons are on the Jumbotron, and there's a retractable roof.
Because, you know, the Colts fans need to feel comfortable, and they don't want to get rained on.
There's an announcer.
Colts, first down.
Even the opposing team.
You got to have, you know, Coach Belichick with the red eyes.
But it's when Mike heads to the real stadium that things get exciting.
My wife and I were leaving the game, and a lady we passed on the street, she said, "You look like Dungy."
He heard it enough that he bought a sweater vest.
And I had a headset, I had a challenge flag, and every other detail that I could possibly think of. And obviously, you had to have a little mustache and freckles.
And the fans loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they would actually believe that Tony Dungy would be sitting in section 404 with a headset making fake play calls. But they would laugh, or, you know, if there was a play that happened and they wanted the challenge flag thrown, they yell at me, "Throw the challenge flag." So I'd get it out and get ready to throw it.
He's even met the real Dungy, a man he honestly admires.
That moment there is very special to me. I got to shake his hand and just thank him.
He didn't ask to resemble the coach, but he is glad he doesn't resemble anyone else.
If I look like Belichick, that would not be good. Yeah.
That's for sure for a Colts fan. Now, with the Colts training camp just 5 minutes away from his house, you can bet he's going to make an appearance. He's also inviting Mr. Irsay, Colts players, and other staff to come visit anytime. He's also collecting signatures on the roof of that very cool stadium model. Very cool. Hey, did you enjoy today's weather? Not bad for early August. I thought it was kind of cool this morning, and that was nice. Coming up, Jesse will let us know if our weather future includes any rain or anything else. He'll let us know after the break.
It's Furniture Row's 4-day super sale, where the more you buy, the more you save. For every $1,000 you spend, you'll save $100. Plus, 5 years no interest financing. But hurry, the 4-day super sale ends Monday.
Your home is a big investment. You need a knowledgeable realtor who cares about you. Call Kathy Baker at 812-249-3131.
Call me. I care about you.
Listen to the High 99 Morning Show with news and weather brought to you by WTWO.
Summer savings event is going on now. See a vehicle you want to test drive? Just call us and we will bring it to you. Now that is the 500 Auto Group way to buy a car. It's the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, when you buy any size Aspen bed-in-a-box model, you'll get a free space base. And the shipping is free. Don't miss the back-to-school sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Weather forecast in one word.
Sunny tomorrow.
Sunny tomorrow. You heard it. Have a good night, everyone.
Go Rex.
Go Rex, yeah.